When did you decide that retirement was the best choice for you?
I didn't like the job I had. I went to the bank to see if I was financially stable. They said I was fine. I went in and I quit.
You live in a retirement community, and I'm just wondering, is there a difference between living in a retirement community from not living in one, be it positive, negative, or just in general?
Before, we weren't living in a retirement community and we had like neighbors, but not like we do here. And you saw people, but sort of, it was more casual. Here, there's a lot of these things going on. Now with COVID, there's not as many, but there will be again. And there's a lot of things going on where, you can meet your neighbors and there's more interaction between like your neighbors. If my husband is out shoveling his driveway, next thing you know, there's three people shoveling the driveway, not just one. So people here are very willing to help you with whatever you're doing. Um, I had an illness and my neighbors came over and they gave me a cake or a flower. And not that my other neighbors wouldn't have done that, but considering I'd only known these people for a month, for them to do that, I found was really nice. So I find that here, there's more a sense of community. There's a community center where you can go and do exercises, you can swim, you can do track, you can do games. So there's so much more available. Whereas when you're living sort of in a general neighborhood where most of the people you have as neighbors work, you don't have that same kind of community feeling.
Now, as you are my grandmother, and I know your husband as he is my grandfather, I know that you had observed a positive effect on Grandpa from one house to the other, and I was wondering if you'd be willing to talk about that a little bit.
The biggest difference I found was when we first moved here, we had a veranda. And my husband is very social, but people have to make the first move. So before, he could sit in the room and look out at the lake and he didn't have to interact. Now he was sitting on the front porch and he interacted with people walking their dogs. So he was more available for interaction. He was willing to do it. And I think that was the biggest thing that I saw.
So it seems like the retirement community has given just a general positive social interaction for both you and Grandpa. So I don't know if you're aware, but it's actually good for your health to have positive social interaction as well as for your cognitive health, which is a great resource for you because it seems like it's a really loving community. Like you said, they're willing to just come over, hang out, say hey, and that's a really great thing to have in all ages of life. So, would you say that overall you're just saying during your retirement, like make sure you have um, connections and you're just going out and doing things because you don't want to be self isolating and that you can just be you. And even though your work life is over, you still have the rest of your life to fully enjoy to yourself.
And not just to you, but to other members of your family as well. I mean, when you are younger and your grandchildren are younger, you don't have enough time to spend with them. Now that you're older and they're older, you want time, but they don't have time to spend with you. So enjoy the little bit of time you can when you can, and be really aware that just because you now have the time doesn't mean that other people have the time. So you have to make other friends. You have to do other things to keep yourself busy, to keep your mind busy so that you're not just focusing on yourself thinking, oh, poor pity me. My kids don't love me because they're not there all the time. So they have a life too.
That's great. Thank you for the interview today. And do you have any closing statements that you would like to say?
thing I want people to realize that when they retire, go out and enjoy yourself. You don't know how long it's going to last. So enjoy yourself and, try and be there for the kids, but also let them be there for you and enjoy your life.
There's Jazzy.
Yeah. That's Grandpa.